Shalom, family. Shalom, and welcome to another edition of Real Talk with Ak Moshe. I am your humble host, Moshe Ben Yahuda Yisrael, simply Ak Ben. Shalom and big salute, K. Judah Show, FOPE. Big salute, Aki. Shalom and big salute, Sister Oracle 007. What it do, sister? Shalom and big salute, Eve the Bumite Slayer. What it do, sister? Yeah, I went to sleep. I fell asleep earlier, and I woke up about around after midnight, and I went and took my shower, man. And then I said, man, I'm gonna do a live stream. I'm bored, got nothing better to do. I said, I either could, I thought about going on Clubhouse, but I said, I'm gonna do a live stream. I said, I'm gonna fire up a live stream on my Real Talk channel. It's good to see the family up in here. And as you see the title, I just want to rant about this society, about our modern society is against traditionalism, the traditional way of doing things. You know, growing up in the 80s and 90s, me being the 80s baby, and growing up in the 90s, things was chill back then. Things was, you had the buffoonery in the 90s, but everything was still intact. The family unit, you had family get-togethers and all that. People carried themselves with respect. You had the bad apples back then, but compared to modern society of today, it's a whole new different story. That's why I thank the Most High that I was born in 84, because if I would have been born in this new age, I don't know how I turned out. I probably turned out worse, with all the stuff that's going on today, the music, the movies and all that, what they promoting. But yeah, traditionalism, you know, things ain't like things not things is just chaotic. Our society is ran. Things are just chaotic, man. If you're a traditional man or a traditional woman, you're gonna have a hard time finding a significant other, because the way what modern society it promotes the whoremongering culture, it promotes the whole culture. I don't give a damn about your YouTube. They talk about 304s. YouTube want to censor people, what they say and speak. Gotta use code words. It's all part of cancel culture. They want to censor people, trying to tell people how to talk, and if you say certain words, they could shadow ban your channel, man. This channel probably shadow banned already, so I don't care. YouTube is a joke anyway, but we still gonna do what we do on here anyway. I don't care about the YouTube policies, because they'll get rid of one channel, I'll just create another one. You cut the head off of a mighty hydra, he'll grow about 2 or 3 more heads. That's the mighty power of a hydra, and that's how I treat my YouTube channels. You cut one of my channels off, I'll just grow another one. Real talk. Or be like Piccolo on Dragon Ball Z. When you rip his arm off, he'll grow another one. He'll regenerate a new arm and kick ass like he's supposed to do. But yeah, modern society, man, the way I see modern society is decadent. It's falling apart. It's like they're hell bent on destroying the family unit. It's like it's a me culture with the social media and stuff. It's like it's everybody out for themselves. Everybody want to be the next big thing, thanks to social media. You got people taking selfies. Ain't nothing wrong taking a selfie, but when you taking a selfie every day and posting every 15 minutes a new picture with a selfie, you got a daggone problem. It is what it is. It's a straight up problem. You're a narc. It's narc behavior, which is short for narcissist. It's narc behavior. Real talk. But I pray all is well with y'all, man. I enjoyed the prayer room on the Clubhouse. We need to do that more often, like schedule it at least on a weekly basis, the prayer room, because that's one thing I know is about this, Israelite awakening. Most of us who come out the church and we forget the aspect and power of prayer, because some of us, we used to pray a lot when we was in a Christian church, and when we come out the church and we come into the awakening of us being Israelites, we forget all about the prayer because we so busy, trying to learn, and learn the knowledge of who we are and study, but we got to also remember about the prayer, that direct connection to the Most High in Christ through prayer and fasting, and forget all about that, because we've been so bamboozled by Christianity, we be hell bent on bucking up against the lies that Christianity taught us. We forget all about the prayer aspect, and prayer is much needed in this walk as Israelites. That is one of the weapons we need, is prayer. But I enjoyed the prayer room. Shout out to Sister Nit Yah. That was a beautiful and powerful prayer that she prayed for us. Shout out to Sister Nit Yah. Yah bless her and her family. In the name of Yeshua. But yeah, man. Modern society hate traditional values. It does. They hate traditional values. If you was raised to have a moral compass, a lot of people, they might shun you. They might not want to be around you because and if you have if you have a moral compass, you're not going to have many friends. You're not going to be you ain't going to be popular in this modern society. You're not going to be popular. Whether you're a man or a woman, you're not going to be popular if you have a strong moral compass. And that's why I say peer pressure is a lifelong thing. We deal with peer pressure for life. I know they taught us about peer pressure during elementary and high school. No, adults deal with peer pressure too. It's a lifelong battle dealing with peer pressure, especially if you hang out with a lot of people. But if you to yourself, you might not have to worry about peer pressure because you to yourself, you ride solo. And they hate you for riding solo. Society look at you like something wrong with you if you ride solo. If you just like hanging to yourself, they be, oh, why you not with the crowd? Sometimes the crowd leading you astray, and the crowd ain't right in the head. Especially if you on a higher frequency. If you on a higher frequency, you got this knowledge yourself. If you got the knowledge of the Most High in Christ, and you know who you are, you're gonna be on a higher frequency. And most people you encounter, they're gonna be on a lower frequency because they trying to get in tune with modern society. And there's a lot of people in my generation, the millennials, man, they still low vibrational, man. It's sad. It's sad to see many people of my generation on a low vibrational state. They didn't teach the generation after them to do right. It's like, who gonna take care of us when we get older? The older us, the millennials, when we get old in modern society, because look how the people acting these days. It's getting so bad out here. This is a throwaway generation. You got all these so-called toxic coaches, dating coaches, relationship so-called gurus, misleading a lot of men and women. It's a throwaway generation. This generation give up too easy. Oh, he ain't doing this, she ain't doing that. I'm gonna replace him. I'm gonna replace her. This is a replacing generation. Nobody wanna struggle. Nobody wanna endure. Everybody give up too easy. Whether they in my generation or the generation after my generation. Heck, even some of the generation before us. Because they look at these influencers on social media. They paid agents. They agents of chaos. They straight up agents of chaos. It's gonna be so bad if society keep going the way it's getting. With the modern man and modern woman, it's gonna be an anomaly to see an elderly couple. It's gonna be an anomaly to see a little children because the birth rate going down in the United States. The birth rate is going down. You look at Japan. The Japanese men don't want to deal with their women, and vice versa. The women don't want to deal with the men. It's chaotic, and it's spreading to the West. That's why I say Western civilization is the bane of humanity. Let me say that again. Western society, Western civilization is the bane of humanity. It is. It is. Because it strips away traditionalism. You could take any culture of this world, I don't care what nationality or race there is, any culture or nationality and bring them to America or the Western country. By that third generation, their traditional values going to be destroyed because their grandchildren going to be westernized. They going to hold Western values, liberal values. They going to forget all about the traditional values of their homeland. You see with some of the Arabs, the younger Arabs. You see some like the younger Arabs, man, they becoming westernized. They're not dressing in their traditional ways. They becoming westernized. The young Arab men, they probably drinking, watching filth. Watching filth. The young Arab women, they're not wearing their hijabs, or they still wearing a hijab, but they dressing provocative, but they still wearing a hijab. They couldn't do that in their homeland. That's they becoming westernized. And that goes for any nationality, whether it's a Korean, Japanese, even Africans, even the Hamites. By that third generation of, the Hamites, they eager to become westernized. Let's just keep it a buck. Most of the Hamites that come to the United States or Western countries, they are excited to become westernized because they want that money. They some money hungry people, them Hamites, man. That's one thing about the damn Hamites. They some money hungry people, man. Have you ever noticed? They always trying to scam us. They want to befriend you on Facebook. I had to delete a lot of Hamite requests on my Facebook. I had to delete some requests. I said, I already know what time it is. I check to see if they got mutual friends. Even if they have mutual friends, I still delete them, man. They ain't gonna scam me out my money. They on the other side of the world asking me for some shekels, man. They better get their mind right and handle their business. Real talk. But yeah, traditional values, man, is out the window. It's out the window. In 2022, how things are getting, traditional values is out the window. And that's sad, it's sad. And I understand why the word says only going to be a remnant going to make it. And that's a small number. Because a lot of our people sold out. They sold out to the Western mindset. They sold out to the Western way of thinking. They sold out to the devil. 2/3 got to perish, man, because if 2/3 don't go, we'll be in this hell forever. That's the reason why we're in this hell, or this captivity, man. Because of 2/3 of our people, man, want to be wicked. They don't want to turn from their wicked ways. They shun the righteous. They hate the Messiah. They hate the Torah. They hate Yahuwah. They hate their own very existence because they hate everything, man. They hate everything about their existence. And they want to be something they ain't. They want to let the media and music and social media dictate to who they should be as a person, when they don't want to examine themselves as an individual and examine themselves through using the word, the Torah, the Bible. Don't conform to society's way of thinking. Don't let society tell you who you are as a person, man. To hell with society think. Because at the end of the day, when you gone, society don't care. You're born, you live your life, and then you croak. And that's it. But yeah. I mean, it's just like, but it's all part of the times, though. It's all part of the end times and stuff. That you're gonna see a lot of traditional values is going out the window because the world is getting wicked. That's why the righteous should cleave to one another and do very far in between. But the Most High, He'll bring the righteous together in those times. And I'm just rambling on and ranting. Like I said, I was going to come on live and ramble and rant about this. But yeah, you see a lot of rooms on Clubhouse that's toxic. And like I was talking about on my stream yesterday, the day before yesterday, so many of our people are one-dimensional, one-track mind. They ain't multifaceted. One-track mind. America teach us to be one-dimensional. Why everybody else be multifaceted? We supposed to be multifaceted. You know, have conversation about any multifaceted things. And if you're a multifaceted black person, you will be shunned by your peers because they expect you to stay in the box. You know, go to the status quo. You know, stay one dimensional. If you're not one dimensional, if you multifaceted, you know, you're gonna be hated on because you want to step outside the box. Whether you're a brother or sister, you know, you want to step outside the box. You know, stand out. Ain't nothing wrong with standing out. Be that sister that stand out. You know, be that brother that stand out. You know, to hell what people think. Real talk. But I mean, a week went by fast though, man. It's a work week. Before you know it, I'll be off again soon. Y'all with it. Yeah, but yeah, I had to end it. I had to go to sleep on Clubhouse, man. I had to leave Clubhouse. I would have stayed up a little later, but I was sleeping. You know, I was sleeping. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was awesome. The prayer room. Yeah. I mean, it's just been a long week last week. Enemy been busy. But yeah, the more authentic you is in this modern society, the more authentic you is, you you're not gonna be as popular. You're not gonna be popular. Because in this modern society, it's cool to be fake. It's cool to be fake. It's cool to be wishy-washy. If you real, if you authentic, you're not gonna get a lot of likes on social media. You're not gonna get a lot of views on YouTube. You're probably not gonna get a lot of followers on Instagram. It all depends, you know. And people only judge you on what you have in this modern society. You know, they don't judge you on your spirit, your heart, your mind. They only judge you on your outer appearance and what you have, materialistic. Especially in our community, the so-called black community. You know, they'll judge you on what they are trying to define. They're trying to define a person character by what they drive, where, what they own. I mean, the system, man, is corrupted. You know, you got those of our people want to shame those who rent. Oh, I pay a mortgage. You renting? You throwing money away. You throwing money away. You renting. You still renting. You in your 40s and still renting. You still renting an apartment in your 40s. You throwing money away. Well, bozo, if you paying a mortgage, that's a death certificate. That's a death note. You know, you got people paying on a mortgage for 30 years, man, they ain't gonna be able to pay that off. And even if you pay your mortgage off, you still gotta pay property taxes. If you don't pay them property taxes, they could take your house from you. It's a corrupt system. That's why this system gotta fall, man. We want the kingdom. Because y'all willing, if we blessed to make it to the new kingdom, none of this buffoonery gonna be going on. Okay, you know, I thought if you pay something out, it's yours. It's supposed to be yours. You purchase the property to build your house on, and you pay your house off, and you still gotta pay property taxes. Man, that's wicked. That's straight up wicked. Even with your vehicles, you gotta pay for a registration. Even if you pay your car out, you finish paying your car note, you still gotta pay for your insurance and your registration. It's like every 2 years you gotta renew your license registration. Just like, you know, you gotta renew your driver's license. Everything is a money racket, man. They look for anything to make a money racket in the society. So technically, you really don't own anything. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. They give you the illusion that you own your house, that you own your car, that you have a good credit score. It's all a numbers game. It's all a numbers and money game in this society. And then we got the madman in the office, senile Joe. The senile madman want to talk about he don't want to deal with Russian gas no more. He want to cut off the supplies from Russia to gas. That's why the gas probably going up. Gas going up. Gas is like 4 something around here. In some states it's approaching $5 and $7. That's ridiculous. Gas never used to be that expensive. I remember back in the 90s, man, gas used to be like $1.03 per gallon sometimes. You take $10 to fill up the car. You know, $10 to fill up the car, $20 to fill it up completely. If you let the meter get to half and you put in $10, it'll fill it up to the full, fill it to the brim. You know, you let it get past a little half, $20 to fill it. No, if you let it get almost close to E, $20, man, to fill it to the brim. 20 to fill it to the brim. All depends what you drive. If you was driving like a car that had good gas mileage, man, $20 to fill that joke up. Now these days with gas going up, if you let that joker get past half, it damn near take almost 40 to fill it up. If you let it get past the E, all depends what you drive though. But that's just to show you, man. And then the food going up. You know, a pack of chicken wings probably gonna be what, $20 to $30 a bag. So you can imagine the price of steaks. You know, like if you want to go buy a damn T-bone steak, might be $50 just for one T-bone steak. All depends where you go. Man, that's ridiculous. That is ridiculous, man. But hey, that's the modern society, though. That's the modern society. Straight up, you know. But hey, that's who they voted for, though. They voted for that madman. They voted for him. Not us, though. Not us. I didn't vote for that clown because I don't vote. It's a waste of time. What good is going to do for me or y'all voting? Because they're going to do what they want anyway. It's politics. It ain't nothing but a trick and deception. Man, I'm just reflecting on the 90s. You know, I'm reflecting on the 90s, man. I mean, you had the arcades. I ain't gonna lie, I miss the arcades. We had like a Latin castle. We used to go to arcades like in the mall, the Latin castles. Things ain't like it used to be. I had a few, I think I had a couple of my birthday parties at a Latin castle. Either I had one or two. I know I had and I think a couple of my cousins, they had birthday parties at a Latin castle. We used to go to arcades back in the mall. Even at you had Mr. Gaddis Pizza, they had Gaddis Land. You know, you had we used to go to Showbiz back in the early 90s before it became Chuck E. Cheese's. But I prefer Showbiz though. Chuck E. Cheese was alright, but I prefer Showbiz. You know, Showbiz was just that old school feeling to it. You know, back in the 90s. Yeah, I think I had a few of my birthday parties over there too at Showbiz. My mama got all them pictures in the photo album. And you see, this modern age, that's another thing, man. That's part of tradition too. Photo albums. You know, most of our photo albums is on the phone these days. It's digital. You don't see too many physical photo albums no more. You know, you don't see too many physical photo albums no more. Everything is on social media. It's a digital footprint. I mean, my mama have a lot of binders full of pictures back then. You know, photo albums, like the binders, you know how they sell the binders that you put the pictures in? My mama have a lot of that. You don't see too many people do that no more. Everything is on the phone now. You post it, you save it in the phone, you save it on, you know. I don't know if people still develop pictures no more. Like go to like the 1 hour photo. They probably still do, but because I gotta get some pictures developed on my phone when I went on vacation. I gotta get those pictures developed. Because I got a lot of pictures on my phone need to be developed. But yeah, you don't see that too many often. You know, people having photo albums, pictures in their house, you know, everything is on the computer or phone. But yeah, you don't hear too many people talking about going to arcades no more. The closest thing you'll have to something like that is probably like a Dave and Buster's. I'm surprised they never built a Dave and Buster's in Louisiana, like built one in Lafayette or New Orleans or Baton Rouge. If they had one in Lafayette, I'll go. But probably in the near future they'll think about it. Because Lafayette is always growing. That city always grown. Ever since I was a child, man, they always building something in Lafayette. You know, because of the revenue. The city got money. You know, if your city got money, man, they building stuff new all the time. The city got money. Let's see, in the 90s, you had like the arcades, you had the go-kart wrench. Like, we used to have a go-kart wrench down here in the city, but that didn't last. We used to have a skating ring. Like back in the 90s, they had the skating rink. But every weekend they had people fighting, you know, had them rumble rousers fighting. It'll be like rival city. It'll be like Franklin versus Generate or Generate versus New Iberia, man. You can't have nothing. It's always the bad apples. Spoiling it for everybody. And just imagine if the skate ring would have still been open to this day. It'd be nothing but shooting. Because they shooting these days. You see, back in the 90s, they was fighting. They had like brawls and all that. You know, these days, if they had the skating ring downhill, they'd be shooting. You know, that's why I don't watch the news, man. If I watch the local news, it's gonna be like, oh, we had a shooting, a robbery. It's gonna be about somebody getting their subscription canceled. You know, getting their damn slot box rocked, man. Real talk. Shalom, Ariel, Shalom. But yeah, man, things ain't like how it used to be. But hey, that's just the times though. It's like as you get older and you see how the world is getting, you know, most scientists want to claim by the year 2050, the average American gonna be biracial. With all this going on with the self-hatred of our people, man, if this continue to go on, the future will be biracial. The future is biracial, you know. The way how scientists say in the year 2050, you know, they expect that, you know, they want to claim that we what 13% of the population, 13% of the population. So say, well, if we continue to go on this path of self-hatred by 2050, the year 2050, we might be about what 3% of the population. You know, damn near white it out. You know, you got the divestment movement. You got the brothers. They just want to give up on the sisters. The sisters want to give up on the brothers. These brothers, man, they so beat down, they'll take any trash of a white woman. You know, these sisters, they'll take any damn heathen man. They don't care if he's looking like Shaggy off of Scooby-Doo, as long as he got that white skin, you know. And the brothers don't care if the Becca is overweight, looking like a land whale, Yeesh Yeti. He just glad to get him a damn Beckett. Man, what the hell wrong with our people? You know, it's like they want to breathe their own self out of existence. We're the only race they push that crap on. We the only race in this society they push that crap on. They don't push that on the Asians. They don't push that on the Arabs. They don't push that agenda on the East Indians. They don't even push that agenda on the Hamite nations. Only the so-called Negroes they push this bull crap agenda on. Well, you got to date outside to find happiness. It's all about happiness. You can't find happiness with your own counterpart. Yeah, a lot of our people are jacked up. And I understand. You get frustrated, brothers and sisters. You do get frustrated, but that's not going to solve your existence. That's not going to solve your problem being a so-called black person by dealing with another nation. Yeah, you might even find happiness dealing with another nation, but at the end of the day, it's still not going to change the fact of what you are and who you are as a person. And that's real. But yeah, we the only group of people they pushing that on. They pushing that on our people, and they pushing the so-called alphabet agenda. Because they don't want the black family to thrive. They do not want the so-called black family to thrive and survive. That's public enemy number one in this wicked society, the so-called black family. They don't promote black love in the media no more. They don't. They just promote black dysfunction. They want us to be dysfunctional. They don't want us to be upright. I'm a bad apple only because I tell the truth. Oh, yeah, you will be labeled a bad apple. Yeah, they're going to label us as the bad guys. You see, to be righteous and to be upright is considered to be the bad guy in this modern society, Ariel. If you stand for righteousness, you will be labeled as a bad apple. But if you're a wicked person, if you doing buffoonery, oh, you're the hero. You're the hero. You're the good guy. If you engaging in buffoonery, you engaging in wicked activities, you're the good guy. But if you stand for righteousness, if you're telling our people, hey, stop doing that, brother. Stop doing that, sister. That's not cool. Or you look at it as the bad guy. Oh, man, you hater. You a hater. You hating on me. And you just trying to lead them to the right path. Exactly. Yeah, they'll take any damn. He could look like a hillbilly. You know, they'll take any damn Brad. And they'll take any Brad, man. Brad will be looking like a hillbilly, man, a meth head. Some of these sisters, man, they're dealing with a damn meth head either. And then these meth heads will be getting our sisters hooked on meth. And vice versa. Same thing with these brothers that deal with these Beckers. These Beckers be on these opium and meth head, having our brothers snorting that crack, having them looking dried up like a corpse, stripping them of their melanin. I mean, it just sucked the soul out of our brothers and sisters when they deal with these other nations. They be looking all shriveled up because their energy exchange, man. When you lay down with these heathens, man, they mess with your energy, you know. You know, these brothers and sisters that be with these heathens for a long time, they look like beaten dogs. The brothers and sisters. If you ever see these IR couples, and you look at our people that's in these IR relationships, over the time, man, they look like beaten dogs because they getting their soul stripped from them, their melanin. And that's the truth. But they say the grass is greener on the other side, though, family. And that's a deception. It's not. You're just gonna have more pebbles and more rocks in the grass. And that's the truth. I know back in the 90s you had like the DARE program. I don't even know if they still do that these days, like the DARE program. You know, when they teach about drug abuse and drug awareness, they had stuff like that. We used to have people come talk to us in the school in elementary. Like former people that was in the gangs or on the streets, they used to talk to us like motivational speakers. I don't know if they still do that these days in this modern society. You know, I never forget they like when I went to Johnson Street Elementary, we had a few motivator, like people came talk to us. Like in the library, we had like they'll take us to the library and it'll be like somebody, that could have been on the streets or, dead time in jail. And they come talk to us and tell us you should not go down that route. You know, some of us will take heed to it and some children didn't. They don't even do stuff like that probably these days. Mm-hmm. We had motivational speak. I never forget in high school we had a Gentile. He was an old Gentile man. That's when it was. I want to say that's when we was in health. Like I took health. We took health in I want to say I was in ninth grade. I think yeah. In ninth grade I took health, and they took us to the auditorium, and we had like a guest speaker. He was an old Gentile man, and he was telling us about why you should not smoke. He was telling us about why not to smoke. He had emphysema. I think he had 5 brothers, and all 5 of his brothers passed away. He was the only one left. He showed up pictures of him and his brothers. They was young, it looked like they were some greasers, man. They had on their leather jackets and stuff, looking like the greasers off of the Outsiders, And he was telling us he lost all his brothers, man, to smoking, and he was the only one left. And he was telling us why not to smoke. I remember all that, man. Like I said, all praise to the Most High, man. He blessed me with the memory of an elephant. I remember that, like, man, yeah. And he was telling us, man, he was showing us the effects of smoking. He lost all his brothers to smoking, like he lost some to lung cancer and all that. But some students took heed and some didn't, because people gonna do what they do, man. They could show all those ads about the harmful effects of smoking. People still gonna smoke. That's gonna make them smoke even more, because people are hard-headed. They are hard-headed. Yeah, we had that DARE. Mm-hmm. Definitely had the DARE program at our elementary school. Drug abuse resistant education. Yeah, the mascot was a lion. The mascot was a lion. He had on a little DARE t-shirt, the lion. Mm-hmm. The fire department used to come to the school too. We used to have like the fire department used to come to our elementary school. They used to do like tell us about smoke detectors and all that. Had one of them dressed up in a little they had like a Dalmatian mascot. That's something, huh? The firehouse dog is a Dalmatian. The police use a German Shepherd. I'm surprised the ambulance don't have a damn dog. A rescue dog. I bet you children be expecting to see a Dalmatian when they go to their neighborhood firehouse. Yeah, that's some crazy dogs, though. Them Dalmatians, when they get a certain age, they go crazy, due to brand drama. When they get a certain age, they go crazy. That's why I say every dog got different temperaments. Yeah, the smoking house example. Yeah, we had that too, yo. We had the smoking house example. We could learn from the field on the field day. Mm-hmm. That's why I say they don't even have programs like that. Back in these days, everything is just they'd rather have programs teaching these children about the LGBTQ. They'd rather have programs about that, teaching them about the LGBTQ HIV. Yeah, I said it and I meant it. But we had like the fire team came through. Even the weatherman came to our school one time in elementary. Real talk. The weatherman came to our school. He had a weather balloon, and he used to have all that. That's why I said elementary. And back in the 90s in elementary, you went on a lot of field trips. I noticed that we went on a lot of field trips in elementary school back in the 90s. Now, when you got in middle school and high school, went on less field trips. The only way you went on a field trip in high school, if you was in a club or the band or if you played sports, that's the only way you went on field trips. But Like you went on most of your field trips in elementary. Like I say, I had, when it comes to the public food systems, I had crappy experience and I had some good experience. I had good times and I had bad times, and we all could attest to that. And serving 12 years in the public food system. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we still have the stickers. Yeah, they used to come talk to us and stuff. Yep, I remember the dare to keep kids off of drugs and the stickers that came with it. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. They used to teach us about stop, drop, and roll too. They probably don't teach them stop, drop, and roll. I remember that like it was yesterday. Stop, drop, and roll. They want the children to burn the house now. All these protective programs in the school don't exist no more. Exactly. Exactly, man. And that's why modern society is against traditionalism. Modern society sucks. These children don't even know how to detect the smoke detector. I noticed that though, man, about so-called black people, man. We let the smoke detector alarm keep beeping. Beep. Like, damn, nigga, change the battery on the smoke detector, nigga. they be they be on these live streams and these content creators complaining about something, and all you hear in the background is beep. Gee, I'm sure I'm sure white folks do it too, but I noticed that about our people, man, when they on social media or and people be hearing that be like, hey, it's time to change the battery on your smoke detector. Or you Well, I remember the way see where I stayed, they do it, the maintenance man, they do it for you. I remember I tried to check, man, my stuff was going off over here where I stayed. Man, I opened that thing, I damn near ripped that thing off the ceiling. I had to call them, I had to fill out a service request. I didn't rip it out. Like it was hanging by the wires. Damn near ripped it off the I got tired of that. That was annoying. I mean, how you cut this damn thing off? Damn near pull the thing out the wall. Yeah, wood shop. Yeah, I took wood shop. And I want to say I took wood shop in 10th grade, I think. And I even took home ec. Home ec was fun. I ain't gonna lie. They taught us how to sew. They taught us how to cook. I took home ec. I think I was in the 12th grade when I took home ec. Either the 11th or the 12th grade when I took home ec. I took a lot of computer electives. I took web design too, like website development. Matter of fact, I was one of the first students to develop my high school website. Yeah, I was one of the first few students to develop my high school website. I graduated in 2003. And it had been a while since I went to my school website, but yeah, I took website development and we developed the school website. It was me and I think it was me and four other students. It was a handful of us. That class was fun though. It was fun. And now I think you call that coding. That's what coding is when you're developing websites, filling out the codes and all that. Yeah, I took website development. You had to do a lot of typing. You had to type. I took typing too. I took typing. But yeah, I took art too. I took art in the 9th grade. I took art. I never forget the art instructor. He was a brother. His name was Mr. Richard. He saw me drawing. He's like, "What you doing, son? Fail the paper. You trying to draw something the size of a pinhead? You gotta fail the paper, son. Fail the paper." He was telling him to draw big, fill the paper. We fill the paper. I can't see that, boy. Fill the paper. I don't even know if he's still around, but he was cool though. Yeah, when you cut up in class, he'd be quick to write you up and send you to the office. Oh yeah, he'd be quick to send people to the office. You want to try me? I'll write you up. I'll write you up, boy. I'll write you up. You know, just like in 5th grade, I went to Park Elementary. 5th and 6th grade, yeah, 5th and 6th grade, I went to Park Elementary. They had music class. The music class teacher was Mr. Hayes. We used to take music over there. That's why I say that's what you need. You need stuff like that in these schools, man. Keep these children occupied. Now these days, they too occupied on their phones in school. I hate to see how recess is these days. If they still have these children go to recess, the playground and on recess, the children on a recess playground, they might be on their phones. If they let them be on their phones at elementary, they'll probably be on social media. They probably got Wi-Fi connection at the schools these days. When we went to recess, we was playing. We played on the swings, the slides, you know, play tag. All that. These days, man, everybody got their face on screen. Let's see. Let's see. In 5th grade, we went on tour to the Wicked Washington, D.C. field trip to see the Lincoln Monument and White House. That's what's up. Y'all went to Washington, D.C. That's what's up. So y'all actually saw that famous Lincoln statue when he's sitting on that chair. Sitting on that chair, man. Abe Lincoln. Honest Abe. Yeah, right. Ain't nothing honest about Abe Lincoln. Talking about Honest Abe. Yeah, but all the monuments, that's going to all be destroyed, man. When everything's said and done, all that's going to be wiped away. But that's what's up, though. Y'all went to the Washington, D.C. area. Yeah, we went on a lot of field trips during elementary. You know, especially in kindergarten, we went on field trips, 1st grade. We used to go to plays, too. Like, we used to go to plays. Like the high school plays. We used to go to like the high school plays. That's why I said the 90s was lit, man. You know, things was. We even went to a couple of football games too. Yep, everything was kosher and traditional in the 90s. You know, like I said, you had the buffoonery too, but as you see, and fast forward to 2022, man, see how things are today with social media and stuff. Things are just changing for the worse. Things is changing for the worse. True, man, it's 3:48 already. That time grown by fast. Hey, 9 hours in the building. And then they got the so-called metaverse on the rise. And that's the angle they want to project society. They want to project society. You see, they want people to be disconnected from each other. They want everybody to be connected in a fictional realm, the so-called metaverse. You know, they want people to be disconnected, man. Everything is the metaverse. What you gonna do with land in the metaverse? Buying land on the metaverse? buying property and real estate in the metaverse in the fictional realm. What that's gonna benefit you? How you gonna even use that? You know, you ain't gonna have men and women ain't gonna want to deal with each other physically no more. They gonna want to deal with each other in the metaverse realm. You know, and that's what they want because depopulation. You know, depopulation. And it's sad. It's gonna be like that movie Surrogates, man. When I watched that movie a couple of weeks ago with Bruce Willis, Surrogates. You know, when he came out his surrogate, when he when his surrogate got destroyed, he went into a withdrawal phase. Bruce Willis, you know, he went into a withdrawal, and that's what's gonna happen. The more people get connected to this metaverse, when it's time for them to shut the program down, they're gonna go into withdrawal. I'm telling y'all, they're gonna go into a withdrawal state. They're gonna go crazy. People do that with their cell phones. Take somebody's cell phone away from them for a couple of minutes, like for an hour at least. Man, they're gonna go bonkers. Especially women, man. Especially women, they're gonna go crazy. Man, I seen posters on social media, man, of a dude trying to take his woman's phone away. She damn near ripped the damn door off the hinge, so punch a hole in the door. I'm like, damn, she turned into the She-Hulk on him over a phone. That's why I say, man, these damn phones are something else, bro. These damn phones are something else. But that's your digital identification too, these cell phones. You know, a person's gonna be remembered by their appearance, their behavior, their communication, their digital footprint. Those 4 things, A, B, C, D. You know, that's how you're gonna remember a person, by those 4 things: their appearance, behavior, communication, and digital footprint. A, B, C, D. But yeah, that's your digital identification. Just like how you got your physical identification, which is your driver's license, your cell phone, that's your digital ID. Because if you lose your cell phone, you got your information on it. You know, you got your location, numbers. Most people in society can't remember numbers by heart because we got everything locked in a cell phone. We got everything locked in a cell phone. You know, if there was to have a power outage, we'd have a hard time remembering numbers by heart. Because you see, back in the 90s, they taught us to remember numbers by heart. They taught us like in school, they taught us to write down our home numbers, like our home number, our next to kin phone numbers. We had to remember all that by heart. These days, them children can't remember their home phone unless they look in their cell phone log. And this technology, man, is making us dumb down. It's dumbing us down. It's dumbing us down. You know, the average person can't remember phone numbers like that because they got it locked in a cell phone and everything digital. These cell phones are all computer. They are all computer. Everything have a computer in it these days. Cars got computers in it. You know, they got inbuilt navigation system, which is a good thing. But all that electronics ain't gonna be good when stuff hit the fan because if they have a power outage, if they destroy the power grid, those electronic cars ain't gonna be able to work. Old school cars gonna be a commodity. That's why I say if you watch these post-apocalyptic movies, they driving old model cars. They driving cars that's like from, you know, a couple of years back, a couple of decades ago. They ain't driving no new age cars. And that's how it's gonna be. You know, when stuff hit the fan, they're gonna be driving cars that's from like the 1960s, 70s, and 80s. You know, or in the 90s. They're not gonna be driving none of these modern cars because they're electric power. Even though they run by gas, these cars of today, they still got all them electronics in it. They got more electronics than machinery in it. if they make any sense. I see more computerized things instead of mechanical parts. You know, it's like these cars, they half computer and half machine. But dang it, a computer is a machine, damn it. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. More machine than vehicle. more computer than vehicle. But just imagine though, what if gas keep going up though, family? What if gas go up to a level that is so bad that people ain't gonna be able to afford to ride in cars no more? Cars might be things of a past, you know. People gonna start walking, riding bikes, riding mopeds. I'm just saying, what if though? Just imagine, what if gas keep going up by the summer? What if gas get up to like $9 or $10 in some states? You know how bad that's gonna be? Just imagine if gas be like $7 or $8 or $10 per gallon. You know what that's gonna do? That's gonna destroy the economy because people ain't gonna be able to go to work. They ain't gonna be able to travel. That's gonna be insane. Just imagine if gas get up to $7 or $10 an hour, $10 per gallon. Excuse me. That means, and I hope that don't happen. I'm just saying it's gonna take damn near a couple of $100 to fill up your damn car. So I see we got a bot. We got a damn bot. Let me get rid of them on StreamYard. YouTube still with the damn bots. But just imagine, though, family. I don't think it's gonna happen. No, I'm just saying, what if gas would get up to that high? That'd be bad, man. I think people will start protesting. Some Americans, they'll start rioting. They'll probably go on riots. You have some mad men probably trying to blow up the gas station because you got a lot of mad Americans out there. They'll try to do something crazy like that. I'm just being real. Not that I don't condone it. I hope it don't happen, but I'm just saying, you know, some of them Gentiles, they already cuckoo. You know, they already hell bent on shooting up things with their guns. They like shooting and blowing up things. But that'd be crazy though, fam. That'd be insane if gas would get up to like $7 to $8 to $9 or $10 per gallon. That'd be crazy. Cause just what it being at 4 something is expensive, and 5 something. It's like you're gonna have to ration your gas. You're gonna have to ration where you go. You're gonna have to be very conservative where you go and drive. That'd be crazy though if gas would get up to that high. But it's I'm just saying, what if? Now, if you're in a big city, a lot of people in a big city, they really don't drive like that. Like in some certain cities, they rather catch the bus or they walk, and that's even better. Walking, because they keep you in shape, energized, keep you energized. But back to these cell phones, though, it just show you how cell phones evolve. My first cell phone was a track phone, like the cell phones, the stand-up looking cell phones with the little antenna. Then my second phone was a flip phone. The flip phone, that was my second phone. Then my third phone was a smartphone. Yeah, I'm still on 4G. I don't have a 5G phone yet. I'm still rocking with 4G. I'm eligible for an upgrade too. AT&T been notified me. I'm eligible for an upgrade. I'm thinking about I might get that Samsung S22, but I'm not in a rush to get that though, fam. To be honest with you, I'm not in a rush. I believe in getting my money's worth out of my products because I still got my Samsung S7, and most people in society they'll look at me like I'm crazy. Why you still got your Samsung S7? You need to get the latest upgrade. I'll be like, man, my phone's still working. I can still talk to people on it. I can still surf the web on it. I'm good. I'm good. Why I need an upgrade like that for? You know, get your money's worth. That's what's wrong with people. They're afraid to get their money's worth out of stuff. You know, that's the traditional way. You know, that's the traditional way. They had people, man, in my family, they didn't buy a new TV till that joker conked out. And that's the way to go. They refuse to buy a new TV. They don't care what type of TV came out. They'll keep that TV, man, till it conk out completely. Then they'll buy a new TV. And then most people in this society these days look at you like, man, you cheap. You being cheap. You just being cheap is called getting your money's worth out of stuff. And then they're trying to shame you. Oh, you just broke. You can't afford a new TV. You broke, so you gotta hold on to that old piece of crap TV. You broke. Broke shaming, man, just because you want to get your money's worth out of stuff. You know, even Jason want to get his money's worth out of his machete. You know, like on a movie Jason X. They try to give him a new machete, man. He cast it to the side. He wanted his old machete. He rather his old rusty machete that he used to from his previous films. You know, even Jason, man, don't want nothing new. He want his old traditional machete. Help get your money worth out of your product. Because some of them TVs they make today, they don't last long. The bigger them TVs is, the shorter their lifespan is. They'll probably let you be lucky to buy a new TV these days that lasts 5 years. Some of them, like them big 75-inch TVs and 80-inch TVs, man, them jokers probably don't even last 3 years. You'll be lucky to make it to 7 years on them big TVs. But yeah, the traditional way of things, man, this modern society hates traditionalism. You know, it's like the family unit is gonna be a thing of a past. You know, this is a throwaway culture. In this day and age, most marriages last between a year and 5 years. That's why I say, man, how things getting, to see an older married couple in the future is gonna probably be an anomaly in this modern society. You know, the old folks home gonna be full of old whores and old pimps and playboys with tattoos and they still gonna have their hair dyed. Man, I hate to see the future older people, man. Even though we gonna be old, man. That's one of the scary things about getting old, man. To see the generations that's coming after you, because it's just gonna, you know, like for me, example, I'm vexed now. I'm vexed at seeing how the world is now. I'm gonna just keep it 100. I'm vexed now. So you can imagine if we in this long, if we in this captivity too long, if I'm to live to be 70 years old, man, that's gonna be scary, man. Man, to live to be 70 years old and see how the world gonna be, you're probably not gonna have it's gonna probably be rare to see a child, man, a newborn. Because if this getting worse, man, you know, how they want to keep men and women disconnected from each other. They want to push the LGBTQ culture. Man, I'm just, man, you know, because I overthink, you know. Just imagine if I live to be 70 years old, man, how this society gonna be? Everything gonna, I'm just trying to visualize it now. You're gonna have automation for sure. You might have cyborgs, you might have robots, you know. You're gonna have robot lives matter. You know, to the mundane mind, it might sound crazy. Oh, you sounding crazy, bullshit. You probably might have flying cars. But yeah, man, if this getting worse, man, you know, you might have artificial wombs, you know, because all kind of crazy scientific crap. But I hope not, man, because hopefully we be out this captivity before 2050. I'm just being real, and I'm not trying to rush the Most High because things gonna happen on His accord and His will. But man, we've been here too long. I can't imagine being here 2050. We just have to ride it out though, family. Because imagine this society in the year 2050. Matter of fact, I don't know if I'm gonna still be around, man. Let me go get my calculator. I'm gonna go. Me, I like to possibility. Let's see. Yeah, we in what 2022. Okay, let's see something right quick. Hold up. Got a calculator on my phone there. Okay. $20.50 minus 2022. That's 28 years in the future. That's the next 28 years. That's 28 years in the future, man. Okay. I'm 37 plus, hold up. I'm 37 plus 28. Damn, I'm going to be 65 years old in the 2050. I'm going to be 65. I just did the math. I'm going to be a 65-year-old Israelite man in the year 2050. I'm going to be old. Boy, I'm going to be an angry Hebrew. Y'all willing, man? No, I ain't going to say that. But if I'm still around, man, I hope to be healthy. Yeah, I'm going to be 65 years old, K. Judah, in the year 2050. That's scary, though, man. I ain't going to lie, man. That's scary. 2050 to see the world, man, in 2050. Exactly. 30 more years of oppression is insane. Yeah. Exactly, Eve. But yeah, I just did the math. Real talk. I took the year 2050 minus 2022. That's 28 years. And I took my age and added like 37 plus 28 years. 65 years old. I'm going to be 65 years old, family. So that means Monster going to be 66. And K. Judah going to be in the 70s. Man, that's too long, though. I'm sorry, man. Exactly. I'm with you, Sister Eve. I'm tired and sad thinking about it. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna hate to see. That's the scary part about getting old, man. Cause you're gonna be just and see the world. Cause the way how people coming up, they gonna disrespect the elderly, man. Oh no! If I be having a cane, man, somebody disrespect me, boy, I'm gonna take my can and beat the hell out of him. Shit. Oh hell no, that's too long. I know, brother. I know it is. I don't want to be 65 years old in captivity, man. Oh no. Yeah, I did the math. 2050, man. That's 28 years away too. That's around, and you think that's far away. That's right. That's really around the corner, man, because time going by fast. We in 2022, and that's 28 years from 2050. That's insane. That's crazy. We 28 years away from 2050. 28 more years, that's 2050. By the grace of y'all, man, I'm gonna be 65 years old. Man, yeah, that is long, man. We probably have robots doing things for us. Telling y'all, we're gonna have machines, robots. It's gonna be crazy, Men gonna be screwing cyber woman gonna be getting piped down by cyborg men. It's gonna be insane, man. It's gonna be a science fiction stuff. And I'm not no prophet, by the way, and I don't claim that title, but I'm just a possibility, But that's the heathens' mindset, though. That's what the heathens think how the world gonna be. They think that's the heathens' way of thinking. Hopefully we in the kingdom. By the grace of Yah, in the name of Yahshua, hopefully we in our kingdom. You know, hopefully we in the kingdom, man. Because you know, scientists, they say the year 2050, most Americans, they gonna be racial ambiguous, and you're gonna have Eurasians, you're gonna have the biracials, you know, between the blacks and the whites. The Eurasian, because a Eurasian is a European mixed with an Asian. Like if a white man get with an Asian woman, or Asian man get with a white lady, that's a Eurasian. We call them a Eurasian, European/Asian, or Eurasian. You know, and that's not cool, man. The Most High don't want nations to mix like that. You know, that's why he told the descendants of Noah to separate, spread out, have your own language, nations, and family. But man, that's too long, man. That's 28 years away. That's crazy. I did the math on a calculator on my phone. We in 2022 and 2050. That's 28 years away. Yikes. But let's just say if it's the will of Yah and we still around that time, if we still got to endure, man, I just pray that we still in the fight. I'm being real. I'm being real, family. That we don't give up, that we still in the fight, man. But if it's the will of the Most High, Yah, in the name of Yahshua, hopefully, man, we out of this captivity, man, because that's too long. Because we got people falling away now. We got people falling out the truth now. And we're not even in 2030 yet. I don't know, in 2050, man, the way how things get in 2050, this country probably gonna be a third world country. It'll be a third world country. Because look at and the inflation going up. Yeah, man. Hopefully 2050, we be in the land. We be in Yerushalayim. You know, be restored as a nation. That too, yeah. They gonna whitewash history again. That's true, Sister Eve. Yep. Shit, everybody gonna be white. All the greats. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Garvey, Nina, the Black Panthers, the Iron, the Temptations, Marvin, E.A., Earth, Wind and Fire, Barry White, Michael Jackson, Whitney, LeBron, even Mike Tyson. Yep, everybody gonna be whitewashed. Tupac, yep, Biggie Smalls, even big. They're gonna have Bone Thugs and Home. They're gonna all be all the greats, all our great Israelite performers in music, movies. Denzel Washington gonna be white. Yeah, man. Oh man, we can't. Oh man. Hopefully, y'all. Hopefully, man, this captivity over by 2050. Yeah, they're gonna whitewash everybody. You know, 2050, with all they pushing, it's gonna be a small percentage of the population that's straight. You know, most of the population might be pansexual. A pansexual is somebody that screw anything. They'll screw a man, a woman, a transformer. You know, they screw anything goes. A pansexual. You know, I think, you know, what they pushing, man, half of the population might be bi, trisexual, pansexual, whatever you want to call it, abomination. It's an abomination, you know, and they might look at you crazy if you straight, if you want to deal with women, or if you're a woman that only deal with men. They might look at you crazy. Yeah, the White Panthers. The White Panthers in 2050. The White Panthers. Yeah, the White Panthers. They might try to change it. Who the White Panthers was fighting against. The White Panthers. That's too funny. Have a whole White Panther. We never seen a White Panther in real life. We seen a Black Panther, but we never seen a white or albino panther. You know. And just think about 2050. I think some animals gonna be extinct. I think some of the African animals gonna be wiped out if they keep, man. Because the way these heathens is, I think the tigers might be extinct. You know, I think tigers gonna be extinct in 2050. Lions might be extinct. Elephants, some of the elephants might be wiped out. Because these heathens, they out of control with the hunting. They out of control. Yeah, real talk. I think they might have a small population of the great apes left, like the gorillas and the orangutans. Oh yeah, you're gonna have a lot of animal species extinct by 2050 if this keep up with these Gentiles. I'm telling you, the tigers gonna be extinct. Definitely, tigers might be extinct, or they gonna have a small percentage of them left. In 2050, I think all the World War II veterans gonna be dead. In 2050, yeah, I think all the World War II veterans gonna be dead. You might have a few small percentage of the Vietnam vets still alive. The new veterans gonna be like the Iraqi war veterans. That's gonna be the old veterans around. But like World War II veterans, I think in 2050, all the World War II veterans gonna be dead. Yeah. All the World War II veterans gonna be dead in the year 2050. If they still got World War II veterans around in 2050, they're gonna be like what 130, 140. They probably drunk some type of elixir to give them eternal life, or might got bitten by a vampire or something. But yeah, in 2050, all the World War II veterans are gonna probably be deceased. They will be deceased because the surviving World War II veterans that's around right now, they probably like in their upper 90s, pushing 100. Just about. Most of them probably in their 90s or 80s. Oh yes, it's got to be. It's just a possibility, you know. I'm just saying, you know, I'm trying to think, foreseeing things, you know, out of this world conversations, out of this world thinking, you know. I'm just saying another possibility. 2050, Texas might be their own nation. They might be their own nation. Who knows? 2050, the whole United States might be divided up. They might be divided up into different fiefdoms. You know, you might have like the western part of the United States divided from the east, you know, the southern. I'm just saying, there's a possibility. In 2050, half of Africa might be occupied by the Chinese. You know, you might have a huge population of the Chinese in Africa. Europe gonna be brown, you know, because they mixing in Europe too. You got the African immigrants, you got the Arab immigrants going to the European countries. You know, you could thank the white liberals for that. You know, some of these European countries gonna be brown. You know, you're gonna, you got the Arab men, the African men dealing with these European women. You know, and vice versa. You know, the European men might deal with the foreign woman that's immigrating to these European countries. That's why I say this is a foolish nation. They want to talk about preserve whiteness, but they hell bent on committing white genocide on their own selves by dealing with these non-white nations. You know. Yeah, they're gonna try to change the history. Yep, they're gonna say black people are Neanderthals and white people came here on slave ships. Shaking my head. Oh yeah, they gonna whitewash the history. They gonna try to rewrite history. Man, that's too long. I'm sorry though. 2050. That's 28 years away. That's scary though. That's 28 years away, family. That's 28 years away. That's 28 years away. It seems like that's a milestone, but that's really in the eyes of the Most High, man. That's a second. That's a second. You know, that's a second. And it seems like to us that's a milestone 28 years away. Man, that's too long though, man. I ain't gonna lie, that's too long. In captivity 2050, man. You definitely gonna have automated driving cars too. By 2050, it's gonna be in full effect. It's gonna be a lot of self-driving cars. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be a lot of self-driving cars. Price of possible is gonna be self-driving cars. Gonna be the norm. You're gonna have a lot of smart houses that's open the doors for you. Everything gonna be automated. It's gonna have a lot of automated stuff in 2050. It's like that now, but it's gonna be something up like the norm in 2050. You're gonna have machine robots, cyborgs probably. Police you're gonna have the cybernetic units for the police, the cyber patrol. No, it's just gonna be crazy. That's why I say, man, just thinking about it, man. It's definitely moving fast. Yep. Mm-hmm. You might have automated airplanes. Now that's gonna be scary. A plane that fly itself. You on a big airplane, and then when you look for the pilot, it's gonna be no pilot in the cockpit. It's just gonna be automated, an automated pilot, a plane that fly itself. That's 28 years away. That's crazy. I did the math on a calculator. That's 28 years away. But generations come and go though. Man, I never forget what Elder Knopf said on one of them live streams on Folk. Man, that was some profound, deep stuff. He said he's like, man, you know what? In the next 150 years, man, everybody gonna be dead. Everybody on this earth gonna be dead. That is true. In the next 100, because generations come and go. In the next 150 years, our generation, the generation before us, even the generation that's coming after us, gonna all be dead. Generations come and go. It's the circle of life. It's some people, oh man, that's that morbid talk. That's that downer talk, that doom and gloom talk. Man, it's the circle of life. You know, generations come and go. But hopefully, man, on a real, hopefully, we don't have to be in that captivity that long, though. The gray race, yeah. They're gonna say white women have the Eve gene because they now created a gray race to reproduce more of them. Shaking my head. See, that's what they want. They want the future to be the gray race, which is biracial, the gray race. They want the future to be gray, the gray race, the biracial. That's why they're pushing the swirling agenda, the interracial relationship agenda. They want the gray race to be the replacement for black people. You see it now in the movies, the media. Why you don't see too many full black women like in the newspaper models, like for the clothing stores? It's always a damn gray woman or biracial woman. You'll see they have the black man be with a gray woman or a biracial woman. Why you can't see too many? You see some commercials with black families, but you'll rarely see it be like, a dark-skinned brother with a dark-skinned sister. It'll be a dark-skinned brother with a light-skinned sister or a gray sister, a biracial sister. It's just crazy though. That's what they want. But that's what scientists claim. And they say in 2050, the average American gonna be the gray race, either Eurasian, Blasian, Hispanic mixed with white, Hispanic mixed. That's what they want, man. They want to create confusion. This whole melting pot is a cesspool of confusion. But that's what they claiming, though. We gotta look at it like this: the Most High is in control at the end of the day. The Most High is in control at the end of the day. So we gotta look at it like that. But yeah, that's what they want to push. They want the gray race to replace the black race, the gray race, which is the biracials, the so-called gray race. You got some of these brothers pushing brothers to deal with the gray woman. And these gray women are crazy because they biracial, bipolar. They cuckoo, man. A lot of these biracial women are cuckoo. Real talk. Because there's that heathen side of them coming out. They got that heathen blood in them, man. They can't, they still got that, even though whether they got a black father or a black mama, they still got that. If they got a parent that's of another nationality, they got that heathen gene in them. And that heathen gene gonna be activated in them. Yeah, they crazy, man. Shit, they talk, oh man, we don't want to deal with the system anymore. We deal with either a white woman or a biracial. You deal with the damn Becky, you're dealing with a damn trashy, dirty Yeesh Yeti. You're dealing with the gray woman. The gray woman is bipolar. She's crazy because she's a pawn by society. She's not gonna really be accepted by the black side or the white side. And white men just gonna look at her as a exotic, and a plaything. Because these damn heathen men, that's what they see these exotic women as, a plaything, an experiment, to have fun, to have pleasure. Ain't nothing new under the sun. They did it in ancient Rome. I bet you that's what they did to the gray woman in ancient Rome, the so-called biracial woman. They looked at them as an exotic, as a trophy, as a piece of meat to have fun with. These Roman bastards. Ain't nothing new under the sun. These heathen bastards. But yeah, man, just thinking about that though in 2050. I'm telling you, some of the animals gonna be extinct. Tigers gonna probably be wiped out because they say they got more tigers in captivity than in the wild. Now that's bad. That's crazy. You got more tigers in captivity and then in the wild. Like I say, I think China gonna probably have a lot of territory in Africa. You might have a lot of skyscrapers in parts of Africa, due to the China's colonizing. It's just a possibility. I think the Caribbean gonna be gonna probably be whitewashed. because you got China going to Jamaica. You got the Chinese in Jamaica. You got the some of the Japanese in Brazil. I mean, that's crazy. That's just 28 years away, though, family. That's 28 years away. And oh yeah, Buster, we ain't forgot about your so-called prophecy, Buster. You know who you are, Buster. Talking about 2023 years, days of darkness. 2023 days of darkness. We gonna see Buster. We gonna see Buster. Oh yeah, we gonna see Buster when 2023 get here, and there's no days of darkness. We remember that, Buster. You want to say 2023 gonna be the days of darkness, and 2027 is when the Lord coming back. Yeah, we still around, Buster. Oh yeah, we gonna check that, Buster. Y'all know who I'm talking about. We don't have to say his name. You know who he is. Buster talking about 2023 gonna be days of darkness. We just have to see. But man, just thinking about that, that's 28 years away. I'm telling you, man, the way how modern society is going away from traditionalism in the 2050, man, it's gonna be rare to see an old couple that have been married for a long time. It's gonna probably be rare to see a newborn baby, because they claiming the birth rate's going down in the United States, the marriage rate's going down in the United States, and that's sad. Because you know why this country is falling apart? Because they striving away from Yah. They hate Yah. They hate the ways of Yah and Yahshua. They claim this is a God-fearing country. Give me a freaking break. This ain't no God-fearing country, because if they feared the God of the Bible, they'll treat the Israelites right. They'll treat God's people right, which are the Israelites, the so-called black race. Negroes only, baby. Negroes only. Ain't 12 tribe chart, Negroes only. The hell with that 12 tribe chart, man. That chart is a lie. That chart is a damn lie. Now, I was on my Facebook a couple of hours ago. I saw a post. It was a brother in IUIC. Man, guess who he was giving dap to? A damn Caucasian. The Caucasian was wearing an IUIC t-shirt with fringes. They probably gonna say he from the tribe of Gad, dude. I saw that. I was like, what the H? Man, that's a full-blown Caucasian. They might say he a white Hispanic, say he from Issachar or one of the northern kingdoms. Man, they full of crap. That was crazy, man. He was wearing an IUIC purple shirt with the gold fringes. A damn cracker. But they want to say Esau is the white man. But you got Esau, you got so-called Esau in your camp. These camps are stupid. They are stupid. White man Esau, but you got the so-called Esau in your camp. Damn buffoons. Talk about an oxymoron. A freaking oxymoron indeed. But man, if we still in this captivity in 2050, I wonder if you're gonna have these camps on the street still teaching. Let's see if we're in this captivity in 2050. Hopefully the one mess structure will be wiped out. Hopefully the One West teachings will be wiped out. The teachings of One West will be wiped out. But it all depends. But as I see, that's 28 years in the future. I don't even know if YouTube's still gonna be around in 2050. I don't even think you or Facebook. They might have other platforms that's superior to YouTube and Facebook. But if we got to endure all the way to 2050, I just hope that y'all preserve us, man, and keep us, keep our health, keep our memory, definitely our memory, you know. Those that we hold dear to our hearts, that he protect them and cherish us and give us good memories and walk us through this journey that we call life. That's crazy though, man. That's 28 years away. But we just gotta take our time, take it one day at a time, you know, because that's real. That's why, like, that's another thing. I don't really like when people ask you where you see yourself in the next 10 years or 5 years. I always hated that crap when they did that in school. They wanted, you know, where you see yourself in the next 5 or 10 years, man. I don't know, man. Tomorrow ain't promised to me. The next few seconds ain't promised to me. You know, want to see that's the Gentile way of thinking, man. That's the Gentile way of thinking. Talk about where I see myself. You know, ask a Gentile that. Where I see myself in the next 5 years. Oh man, I see myself making double what I'm making now, getting ready to retire. You know, you don't know, man. You don't know what the future gonna bring. You know, you just gotta be thankful for the present. You know, like Lao Tzu saying, one of them sayings by Lao Tzu, a Chinese philosopher. If you how you said it? If you think about the past too much, you get depressed. If you think about the future too much, you get anxiety. Lao Tzu, a Chinese philosopher. You know, if you think about the past too much, you get depressed. If you think about the future too much, you get anxiety. So basically, I guess what I got there basically is just say focus on the present, focus on the here and now, focus on the present. Work on what you got to work on in the present. That way, you could strive to the future that you desire. And that way you don't have to worry about the past and just look at the past and get wisdom and learn from your past mistakes. You know, that's what I got out of it. But yeah, when they ask you stuff, where you see yourself in the next 5 or 10 years, man, tell them, I don't know. I really don't know. Why are you asking me that? You know, because like the old saying go, you don't know what tomorrow will bring. You don't know what tomorrow will bring. Straight up. Let's see, 2050. I think New Orleans probably, they say New Orleans is going to be underwater in the future. They claim that New Orleans is going to be underwater. Morgan City going to be underwater in Louisiana. Because of the rising sea level. I think New Orleans deserves to be underwater because it's a wicked city. It's a wicked city. That'll be the judgment from the Most High. You know, just like a lot of people predict that California gonna break off the United States due to earthquakes. California gonna become an island. That'd be a scary event, man, to see California break off the United States a major earthquake caused California to break off the United States, that'd be insane. It'll be like an island. California become an island. Who knows? It may not become an island. The Most High might be so furious, he'll cause California to break off of the United States and sink the state. Y'all know he could do that, huh? The Most High, he could sink California. He could destroy California and break it off the United States and sink it to the bottom of the ocean. Man, that's scary. You can imagine him doing something like that, breaking a state off the United States and just sinking that joker. Just say, man, I'm tired of California. He just sinking into the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. He just sank into the bottom of the Pacific Ocean, man, the Most High. You know, because a lot of people predict that they say California going to break off the United States. It's going to become an island, but who knows? The Most High might cause it to happen, and he'll sink into the bottom of the Pacific Ocean. And then California be sunk underwater. Oh, yeah, I'm just rambling on, Sister Rain and Woman. Shalom, Sister Rain and Woman. Shalom, all CUC family. Gonna let this play while I fall back to sleep. Enjoy your beauty sleep, sister. Enjoy your beauty sleep. But yeah, I'm just rambling on possibilities in the year 2050. But y'all win, hopefully in the year 2050, we be in the kingdom. We be in New Jerusalem or New Jerusalem, man. We be in that reign, seeing Christ running the show, seeing righteousness being restored on earth. But yeah, back to what I was saying about California, man, that'd be crazy to see California break off the United States and become an island. Man, a lot of people gonna die too. Billions of people. I'm not gonna say billions, I'm saying millions of people gonna be wiped away. That's insane. But you know, they do actually got channels like that on YouTube. These so-called future prediction channels. Like, it's just possibilities of what's going to happen. You know, it's not really events that's going, it's just like possibilities, you know, things that's possibly might happen, you know, in the future. They want to push us out the city. I say we belong in the country. I think what would be best for our people, so-called black people, is to get land and build like communities, homestead communities. But it got to be led by the Spirit of the Most High, though. And it's not for everybody. It got to be done with people that's led by the Holy Spirit, you know. Or even if you don't want to do a community, just buy you some land and have your own homestead. You know, they want to push us out the damn city. They want their city back. Let me block this bot. But yeah, family, that's 28 years away. 2050, the year 2050. That's 28 years away. And the way how society is today, you know, it's only going to wax worse. But we got to we know where our hope reside at. Our hope reside in our faith in Yeshua HaMashiach. That's where our hope resides in. But all right, fam, I'm going to go ahead and shut this live stream down. I've been on an hour and 48 minutes. I say it enough. I say it enough. I say it enough for the night or morning. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm your host, Ak Moshe Ben Yahuda Yisrael, simply Ak Ben. This has been another edition of Real Talk with Ak Moshe. I say to you, shalom and blessings. And I'll catch y'all on the next one.